So just having another little ramble on a Sunday afternoon. Just going along the Nen Way now from Higham Ferrers. And I've got a little bit of Higham Ferrers to do, a little bit of road, and then we get on to a pathway again. So this part of the walkway isn't that old actually. It's only been here for a few years, but it links Rosedon down by the old railway station, and it follows the old railway line up through to Higham. And I'll do that walk another day, but for today, going from Higham Ferrers, and I'll be finding my way down to Irthlingborough, where I will then cross over the Chowns Mill roundabout, which is a feat in itself, and then make my way back up through from Irthlingborough to Higham on the A6. So we're now walking down towards the old library in Higham Ferrers. You can just see the Higham Ferrers church there in the background. And this brings us on to Midland Road. So in Higham there's not many parts of the Greenway that you have to touch roads. Over now into the churchyard. This will take us down into the main high street. Look at all these flowers on the ground here. Beautiful. Of course, last year we had the peregrine falcons that were nesting in the tower of the church, and I have heard whispers that they're back again this year, which would be interesting. Can't see them today, but they were nesting up there. Keep an eye out for them though, because it would be nice to catch them on camera and get onto the channel. So we're now moving into the market square in Higham Ferrers. This is where we're going to have to cross over to get into the back streets. I think the peregrines are up there because I can hear them. So let's crack on with this walk then. We're cutting through the doctor's surgery car park now. So just making our way past the children's recreation area and the green in Higham. This is the back of the old Chichiley College. All that white over there is scaffolding that's there that's doing repairs, because it started to fall a couple of years ago. Just going to be crossing this road now towards the cemetery gates, and then we'll walk down to the right of the cemetery to get back onto the Greenway. Sorry, I nearly said Nenway then, that's the river. But yeah, to get back onto the Greenway. To the end of Saffron Road now. and we cross over, and we're now actually getting back onto the Greenway. Unfortunately, I've not got any stabilisation on this camera. I'm using a different camera today just to try it out, so you can probably see every sort of step that I make. It looks like a tree's fell over here. Well, it's either fell over or been pulled over, one of the two. Now, where are we now? I think we'll carry on going this way. Quite big houses round here. It's lovely to see all these buds starting to grow on the trees. This is all a relatively new estate round here. But it's great that they've incorporated the Greenway into it. So over there in the distance is the Henry Chicheley Primary School that was built as part of this housing development. Let's crack on, let's get back on the path. Let's crack on with this walk. Can't beat a nice Sunday afternoon walk after you've had your dinner. After a nice Sunday roast, get out there and have a walk. Lots of people walking this afternoon anyway. I wonder if they've all had their dinner and then gone for a walk, or whether they're having a walk and then going home to cook their dinner. Don't really matter which, as long as you're out there getting a walk. There's various little pathways that take you up to different parts of Higham. There's this little area here that's a little bit of woodland that's left for the wildlife. So we're just approaching another dinosaur bridge over the A45. All these little saplings and that of years ago, they've still got the plastic around them, but they're all growing up now. And a beautiful little silver birch tree right there in the middle. So we're on the top of the bridge now. If we look to the right, you can see Chowns Mill there in the distance. Over to Earthenborough. On this side, you see over the lakes across to Wellingborough. This is one of two bridges over the A45 for pedestrians. This one carries you on to the Greenway. The other one takes you to the lakes at Earthenborough, where you can join the Greenway by walking around the lake. Coming up to another bridge now. Look at that sky in the background. Beautiful. looking out there to Higham Lock in the distance. You can just see it in the distance there. It looks lovely with the sun shining. And there's the bridge at Irthlingborough over the A6, well, that is the A6 shall I say, but going over the old railway line. Yes, I'm just giving this camera a try out. It's not really a vlogging camera as such, but it gives a good picture. I'm just going to take a bit of a detour here. This is the Doggy Dip Lake that I showed the other day. Yeah, so I'm just giving this camera a try. It's not really a vlogging camera, but I thought I'd give it a go because it does do a good picture. And the only downside to it is it hasn't got any stabilisation, so as I'm walking you'll be able to see every footstep I make probably, but it is quite comfortable to use for this purpose. So I came down this part yesterday as part of my part of the walk I did yesterday, which was also part of the Greenway. Probably seen this sign on a previous walk, but this time we're walking towards Stannick Lakes. It's about 1¼ miles in this direction. I know I walk these paths quite a lot, but I never tire of them. Every time you walk along you see something different. I mean, it's quite cold out today. The sun's shining, a few clouds in the sky, but that just adds to the moodiness of the sky, especially when you get some grey clouds there as well. It's cold, it's refreshing. So if you hear me sniffing on this video, you'll know the reason why. Just on this footbridge now, just looking through the side, through the frame of it, you can just see the the A6 bridge there in the distance. There's the Earthenborough Bridge. Blimey, it's well flooded down here. You can walk along there, but not today. The wind's blowing a little bit along here. A pheasant there, look, in the field. Trying to hide. So I'll crack on with the walk towards Chowns Mill next. What a beautiful day though. Other than them spots of rain, the sun's shining. Beautiful. Just heading up towards the scrap yard now. I mean, just look how close to the water these vehicles are getting. Crazy. Old VW van on the back of here, look. So in front of us is Chowns Mill roundabout. It's probably one of the busiest roundabouts in Northamptonshire now. 2 years or so in the making, and now it's open. And I think they've done quite a good job of it. What's going to be interesting is crossing it, because I need to get completely over the other side of it. Now I know that you cross, there's a few Pelican crossings to get across it. Not quite sure how many, but I'm going to make my way across it and I'll bring you with me. So we're just approaching the first Pelican crossing. And this isn't the busiest time of the day either. So imagine what it's like here on the busiest time of the day. Just gotta wait now. Don't know how far across it's going to let me. Do I just cross this little bit? Yeah. Looks like I can go all the way across. Across to the middle anyway. So that's 2. I managed to walk across 2 there in one go. Now we're on number 3. There we go, we can cross over now. So effectively we're actually on the roundabout now. See, lots of nice new saplings been planted here. Be nice when they all grow tall. It'll put a bit of a landscaping look to the area. Okay, right, now I need to go this way now. Heading towards the next Pelican. Okay, we can cross this one now. And just got to press the next one. And that road in front of us is the A45. That was quick. Went green almost straight away, which is brilliant. Now we've just got another one to press. And we can cross this one. Now, I'm not going to bother pressing the next one, I don't think, because there's nothing coming, so I'm just going to go straight across on this one. I mean, I don't know how many that was, but I'm sure we can count them on video. But that's how you get across the Chowns Mill roundabout. So now we're off the roundabout. We'll start making our way into Higham Ferrers. And it's nice to see a lot of new trees planted along the sides of the road. That's really in keeping with Higham Ferrers, as you'll see in a few minutes. Grass is nice and colourful. Probably all new seed been planted. A little bit random, but I think Higham Ferrers has run out of red paint. This is nice to see. And little silver birch trees in the front garden. Lovely. So we're just approaching an area known as the Walnut Tree. It's probably the most famous tree in Higham Ferrers. It has seen better days. It's had the top lopped off of it, but it has been here for a lot of years. This tree is reported to be approximately 500 years old, and as far back as Henry VII's reign, it was known as the ancient tree. Just imagine what was going on around here when this was first planted. Yes, so we're just walking into Higham Ferrers, and you can just see the church in the distance. So there's some old cottages here. These are known as the alms houses, to house 6 widows or spinsters of the parish. This cottage just here is known as Pear Tree Cottage. It's got a pear tree that almost looks like it's growing out of the ground. And just up here on the left is the Green Dragon pub. And a few pints in there before. Brings us nice and neatly into the market square. It's Hanferras Town Hall. Commemorative seat and a nice little thatched cottage. I don't know how many thatched cottages there are in Higham Ferrers, but this has been a number of things over the years. I think it's been a cafe, a hair salon, now a beauty lounge. And it's probably been more than that over the years. Just heading back into the market square now. So I'm going to make my way up through the church just to see if we can hear or even see the peregrine falcons. That blue sky, how beautiful is that? With the sun shining on the church. Looks beautiful. That's a little thin door. I can't hear or see them. Not from this side of the tower anyway. Good to see some of this old style fence work is being used. You've done a good job. Bird box made out of silver birch. Lovely. So we're heading back onto the Greenway now. Heading towards home. So another lovely walk today. It's nice that the sun's shining. Bit of an afternoon walk this time. If you like the walks I'm doing and you like me putting them on YouTube, click on the like. Why not? If you don't like them, that's fine. If you want to subscribe, that'd be brilliant. I'd really appreciate that. And if you want to leave a comment, tell me if I'm doing all right or if I'm not, that'd be cool as well. I only want to get better at it. I'm just enjoying sharing my surroundings, the areas around where I live. Because I happen to think that I'm really lucky to live where I live and everything that I've got around me. If you enjoyed the video, thanks, and I'll see you on the next one.